and lived their lives, and now centuries have come and gone. And of course, human beings now have the ability to worship whomever they choose. Which now brings us to our part of our tale regarding emotion. As you all know, the first powerful emotion, on the count of 3, yell out, what was the most powerful emotion that was first expressed? 1, 2, 3.
Squirrel. It's the feeling of music.
One more time. 1, 2, 3.
Fear. Fear.
Hearing love.
Squirrel.
Love. Perhaps squirrels might do. Now, yes, love was the first true powerful emotion, and it was even more powerful now that humans were free to worship and be who they wanted to be, truly for the first time. We come across a family of 4. A beautiful, tranquil day on a very hot summer afternoon.
Mamas,
Yes?
I love my squirrel.
We're so happy that you like your birthday gift. We weren't sure.
Oh, it's the best birthday gift I ever got in my life.
And we love that we didn't give you one, but we have something quite special for you.
Oh, yes? We saw you were feeling worried and maybe a little jealous.
Well, I mean, Toa got a squirrel.
I love my squirrel.
It's a rat.
Oh.
Gray, as you can see, and be careful, it bites.
Oh, I love it. Oh, it hurts so good. Oh.
We're such loving parents.
Sort of.
Well, why don't we go outside and play with our squirrel and our rat?
Great.
So Toa and his brother Ugg went outside, but Ugg couldn't keep from percolating in his mind that his mothers seemed to like him less, for he was gifted but a rat.
It's funny how I got a squirrel and you got a rat.
Yes, is your squirrel's tail nice and soft and fluffy?
Oh, it is. Sometimes I wrap it around my neck and pretend I'm the king. What can you do with your rat tail?
I can flick it so it gets away.
I worry about our parenting skills.
I worry about our son, Rat Boy.
Well, that's just my point.
I'm sorry, but I just never bonded with him. I don't like him, honey.
You can't have a favorite.
The fact is, I do.
Well, it shows. Look at him.
Well, that's why I don't like him.
Yes, it was true, for Toa, they gave him great lustrous robes to wear, and for Ugg, they dressed him in rags.
I think you endowed him with that name, and it was prophetic. Because all you say all day long, ugh, ugh, and I think you're talking about slippers, but no, you're talking about him.
Toa, do you remember when they gave you a bed of soft feathers and they gave me a bed of stone?
That was great.
No, it's just so hard to have these mixed emotions. One kid, I adore. I could just be with him 24/7, but the other, I feel like I really hate. Why do I have both of these emotions tearing at me?
Because you worship the underworld and you worship above and you're conflicted. Pick one, and I'm not talking about them. Where is your moral standing?
I think mommies are fighting again.
Why do I have to choose? We were given gods of good and gods of bad. I think we should use both.
I hate it so much. Let's run away.
And so they did. They ran and hobbled. And soon they found themselves deep in the dark woods.
Toa, you love me, don't you? I mean, Ugg. Oh, I'm Ugg. we forget?
Stay
The woods had a very magical, mystical effect on the two. They found themselves feeling somewhat confused.
And suddenly, the gods below played a very silly trick. For the one god manipulated the mist, and suddenly they felt their bodies turning into one another. Ugh became Toa, Toa became Ugh, and they soon felt the way that one another felt.
That rat is disgusting.
Oh, what a fluffy, lovely, naked tail that this squirrel has.
Wait a minute. I'm in your body and you're in mine.
I like this body. I would like to stay in this one.
No, I must have my body back.
Well, you always had everything, didn't you? And now it is my turn. It is my turn to have everything.
No. Oh!
And he smacked him on the head with a rock.
And with that, his brother died.
I'm gonna take my body back.
But as Toa ripped the rags off of his brother and donned it on himself, he still had that ugly visage. And as he returned home to his mother's, expecting warmth and love, something else was in store.
Oh, I don't like him.
Mama!
Oh.
It's me!
Where's your brother? What have you done with your brother?
He fell into a ditch and a terrible creature.
Oh! No, our lovely son is gone! What? Oh, my world is empty and not worth living anymore.
I blame you for their fighting.
I blame you.
I blame you.
I blame you.
Me?
This was the first time Toa had ever felt that his mother did not love him so much. For a moment, he realized this is what his brother must have always felt like.
What is that look on your face?
You played favorites.
Duh!
That's
You-
my point.
You drove my brother and I apart.
It was the gods, not me.
Don't blame it on the gods. Look at yourself. You can't blame others or anybody else or unseen gods and unseen gods. Look at them.
Mother, you can set this right. It is not true that he fell into a ditch and died. I killed him with my own hand.
Oh,
Mother, wait! You can set this right. Come with me to the place where he lies dead, and pray that we can bring him back to life. The only way it will work is if you love each of us equally.
How can I?
What have I done to displease you, other than kill my brother? But before that,
You make a point. For from the day you were born, when I first set eyes on you, for no real good reason, I despised you. And the gods, they told me, you will not bond with this child. But you know, son, that's not what I want. So let's see if you can change.
So the two mothers followed him into the misty woods, where again the mist played games on all of them.
Oh, my beautiful son! Oh, that's you.
What have you done?
I explained it over there.
I heard
What have you done to bring him back? I will do anything. I will even love you.
Pray to the gods. Pray now if you have to pray at all. Oh,
I hear them praying to you, Mother.
Give me the ability to love this ugly, ugly child.
I shall do what I have never done before, and bring person back to life.
And so life spilled back into the body of Ugg, who again was in the body of Toa.
Oh, I am so confused about who I am.
I think all is set right now.
Rise, my sons.
Do you see what happened? You were so filled with hate that you did not even see the right boy before you.
But I do now, and in fact, it doesn't matter what either of you look like or who you are. The gods, the good gods, have let me realize my mistake. I love you, and yes, you.
And I will pray to the gods who watch over the legality of this matrimony, and I will ask for joint custody.
And from that day on, she prayed only to the gods above, and she loved her sons equally. Well, now we turn to a tale that learns about the beginning of something, of how an animal, for example, how a zebra got its stripes, or how a bird got wings. But, of course, you all want to know about what animal and how they got what feature. Shout it out on the count of 3.
Camel hump.
I believe I heard something regarding a giraffe. Was that shouted out?
Yes.
Yes. What of the giraffe?
The neck.
How did a giraffe get its quite long neck? Well, yes, an intriguing story indeed. You see, on the savannah, one day, there was a group of giraffes who at the time had quite short necks. In fact, they were so stubby, you could not tell where their shoulders ended and their heads began.
Sure wish I could eat some of those trees. They look really good.
Oh, but we have these scraps of bark and leaves down here to consume. They're really disgusting.
Fellow vulture friend.
Ah! Me too! Stop telling me not to hang out with you two.
We didn't want you to follow us. Look at these silly giraffes with their short necks.
Stop laughing at us up there, vultures!
Yeah, you're sending us a scarf. Was it funny?
We can't let them treat us that way, you know?
Yeah, we gotta get back at them. Let's,
But they're too high up there in the sky, and they're really pissing me off.
I found this dead squirrel and this dead rat too gross for us to eat.
Ha!
I'm gonna drop it on them.
Hey, giraffes, go ahead and eat our dead rodents!
That's what we eat. Listen, I can't take it anymore. I can't take it anymore.
tell us, lead giraffe, what shall we do?
I'm so tired of this treatment, and I feel that deep inside of me, there's something that wants to reach higher.
Let it out.
I've been praying to the great goddess above.
A little louder.
Great goddess, let's all pray.
Please!
Please, I blink my big eyelashes at you.
Listen! I've been praying day and night since the day I was born, and it never was answered. But why don't we go to another creature that has long neck? A snake, perhaps. A snake. How did a snake get so long? We'll ask that snake.
Good idea.
Let's
And
go.
so they wandered from the savannah into the jungle, where they encountered a snake.
Oh,
There he is. Look at him, he's all neck.
great serpent! Please bestow upon us the knowledge of how you grew such a long neck.
And with its forked tongue and its long reptilian mouth, the snake spoke, but used excessive S's in his words.
Yes! I shall tell you how I got my long snacks. The vultures used to make fun of me as well. But I trapped one of them, and I chopped off its neck and I put it on my shelf. And that's why I'm so long.
You put his neck on your toes? But you don't have toes!
I don't think you heard me correctly.
Please repeat.
I put its neck on my body.
On his body! On his body!
Neck on the body.
Sometimes when I say body, it sounds like toes.
Wait, yes! I speak snake. Wait, what parts of the body do you put it?
The shoulders!
The shoulders, that makes sense.
We keep the legs, right?
The vultures are there! Let's
No,
go! Yeah,
wait.
I can't reach it!
Jump! Jump! Oh no! I have an idea! I'm going to put myself out and look frail and like...
Oh! Kill it!
No! Use your antenna!
And so the gaggle of giraffes murdered the vulture, stole its neck, and after unsuccessfully trying to put it on their toes a few times, they finally put it on their shoulders and gained their very long necks.
Yeah.
Why do we have these?
Oh, we can eat the leaves on the tree!
From that day on, giraffes could eat leaves, and whenever vultures talked nasty things about them, they'd swing their heads on their long necks and knock them from the sky. Ow!
They once again cut the vulture's head off and made their necks even longer.
Oh!
Well, but one of the giraffes made their neck a little too long.
Leader giraffe, your neck is too long and it's flopping left and right.
Oh no! Help me! Help me! Oh.
We'll kill her and distribute her neck between the three of us.
And so heinous was this crime that while the giraffes achieved their long necks, they were ashamed to speak of their atrocity, which is why giraffes are silent to this day. Well, what's your favorite old saying? Your old favorite expression? Shout it out.
Second verse.
What was that?
A stitch in time.
A stitch in time saves 9. I did hear you, but toilet is not yet an expression. I hope you paid full price. But how did we get the expression, a stitch in time saves 9? Well, it is one of my favorite stories. And it all started in a small hut in a large forest where 2 old people lived by themselves. And each day, the old man and the old woman would walk on the barren earth floor of their hut and share their simple meal of hot rice.
It always gets stuck in my teeth. I'm tired of hot rice.
You keep complaining, but I don't even have teeth.
So what? You just let it slide down your throat?
I let it slide all the way down like a giraffe. Dear, I'm growing weary of our lonely days in and out of this barren cabin in the woods.
I thought you never wanted children. I tried to make you want them for so long, and now you're tired of me.
There was a time in the past when I did want children, when I was young and fertile, virile.
Just not with me.
No, something terrible happened in the past, and that's the truth why I never wanted children with you. Something terrible changed my mind.
Well, go ahead, tell it.
The old man thought back to the terrible thing, and his face wrinkled in pain.
You see, when I was young, I was of 10. There was 9 others, my brothers and sisters. And the 10 of us lived happily, and I wish that I could have a brood as large as that, just like my own family. But a terrible thing.
Yes, you mentioned a terrible thing.
And as he regaled the story, his vivid imagination sprung forth, and he went back to that moment.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
There's one missing.
There's 2 missing. There's 2 missing.
Brothers and sisters, something terrible has happened. Our 2 other brothers and sisters have fallen upon a terrible fate.
What happened? It was your responsibility to look after them.
I know. I'm the oldest, and I'm in charge, and I'm supposed to look after you, but...
And this is how stalling was first invented.
A very terrible, and I mean terrible thing, and I tell you again, it was a very terrible thing.
Monsters!
It was monsters! They came when they were sleeping, and they devoured them whole.
No! Will they get us?
Well, yes, because this giant tent we live in, there's a huge, what do you call it, a tear in it, and I can't repair it, and the monsters come in at night, and they devour...
Well, stitch it!
The memory was so raw that as he continued to tell the story to the old woman, he broke down into tears.
I couldn't fix it in time, and they were all devoured. It was terrible.
How come you didn't die?
Because I was out at the time trying to buy sewing supplies from a vendor.
You ran.
I was trying to save them, but by the time I came back with the supplies, all 9 of them were dead.
You sacrificed them for yourself.
Is that what you're getting from the story? I wish I could go back and save them.
My children, it is I, Vanu, the god of remorse and redemption.
Vanu,
Yes, well, come in, come in.
welcome. Would you like a cup of hot rice?
I would, except I'm going to make it a cupcake. I heard you wish that you could go back in time and save your brothers from the horrible fate to which you abandoned them on that horribly reckless day.
As well as my sisters.
Yes.
Now hold on a minute, Vanu. It's me, Ish, goddess of resentment, anger,
Yes.
and holding grudges.
Yes.
And give me that cupcake.
I ate it already.
Make it that.
What is it you want here?
I see what you're up to.
Don't listen to her. If you wish to go